He doing this training. He doing this training. Oh, shit. Here we go. He doing this. I know sometimes, yeah. Not bad. 84. 84. Let me see. Oh, I ain't with that. Oh, why do you keep doing that shit? There we go. Jets, Jets, Jets.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Here and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Nifty move. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Off of play action, Darnold.
What the fuck is that?
And Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Darnold. Going deep for Walker. And that's caught inside the 30.
Good shit.
Touchdown. Kenneth Walker with touchdown number 8 on the year.
Wow.
And the Seahawks are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
He was open there.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And now it's blocked. And now the Ravens get it. But he will not be able to bring this one back in the extra point attempt. Unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry, it's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's why I was just going to say first quarter. We'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. Derrick Henry all alone.
You got it?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time I look and repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Horton. His first catch there. Good for 10 yards and a first down.
That's good for a Seahawks. First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Hey, look at this Baltimore defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial. Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Henry up the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 87 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
To sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held him to an okay game.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football. So instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. Down the sideline he goes. And I think the ball's out.
He's out. He's out.
And the Seahawks have picked it up.
He's out.
So the big gain through.
He's out. He's out of bounds. Yo, he out of bounds. He out of bounds. Yo, he out of bounds.
There, but scratch it all off because he could not hang on to the football.
And you have to like what they did on defense here. They didn't give up on the play. Big yardage given up, but they still battled all the way to the end and helped force a turnover.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of the schedule. They were after that run.
He was out. Whatever.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
That's some bullshit.
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with
no
a 1st
way.
and 10.
Everybody's out of bounds, out of balls and bounds. Don't worry about Lamar. We're going to get that shit back, son. You know what I'm saying?
Tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop it behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also
he's out of that.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well. You know? He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Darnold now to throw. And that is incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to back again.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
He upset too, son. He was out of damn bounds. Oh, shit.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. You got the lead. You got to protect the football. And the 40. 104 yards rushing for. Tough to stop here this first half.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
They keep it with Henry on first down. Past the 20. But he's down inside the 5 at the 40.
Right in
He's out of bounds.
Oh.
A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Hey, Alpha, sit up. 13.
On first down, it's a run with Ali. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Rasheen Ali taking it in from 4 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8.
Seahawks 6.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt.
Dixon to punt for the Seahawks.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 20. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get.
Gets through, and now an opening. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here this first half. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Extra point right down the middle. 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Now it's Darnold. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's Darnold. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Eight-yard return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's not. It's not. It's not.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Man, 222 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense.
43-yard line.
first down carry for Henry. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A 2-yard pickup.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Ravens are able to add on to their first-half lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Luke now for the extra point. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6.
Makes the score Ravens 28, Seahawks 6.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now 30. And they'll have very good starting field position. He's up just shy of the 40.
39-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
You can't do that. You ain't down by. Oh, yes, you is down by.
To Walker on first down.
You shouldn't say.
And nothing doing.
Oh, yes, you is down by
Taking
20.
it
My
from
fault.
the
My fault.
scrimmage.
You ain't down by 20.
Now the Seahawks going
I'm
to use the
saying,
first
you-
of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
You can't do that shit. Whatever.
To throw is Darnold. And that'll be incomplete with 11
See,
seconds
if he would
remaining.
have took, what you call it?
Because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well. So give some credit to the defense.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly
Man,
what you
going for a
wanted
hell,
anytime they
man.
want to
Boy,
the
son, don't do
receivers
that,
and force
son.
the incompletion.
Go for hell, man.
They snap it, they're going for it. Here's Darnold. Jigba. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on
He's down
EA
by
Sports.
20, so he could. But is it probable to go for that shit, though?
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Only down by 20.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And he's going to be stopped.
Why you gotta hit
Good
my man
coverage
like
here
that,
by the
son?
team to bring
Damn.
that return to an abrupt halt.
Yeah, you gotta hit my man like that. Yo, man.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Again, it's Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Get upset now.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's Jackson.
The RPO, he'll keep it himself.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it will still leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Jackson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Big strides, look at him go.
In for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 44 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Seahawks 6.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on line. They'll try and run this one right up the gut.
And this will be a Seahawks 1st down as the tackle made here at the 36.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And in that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Oh, shit. Hold on. Shoulder, but bullshit. I hate that shit. There you go.
2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Darnold. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
This is 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And the tight end goes in motion left. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Well, the passing windows are just not there. Example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Still shedding tackles. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a first down. Perfect execution on that inside handoff, and then a little will, a little brute strength to move forward after the contact.
What do we call that now in today's NFL? Heck, in today's football? Contact balance, right? That's the buzzword, the phrase you hear. A back who can absorb contact, bounce off of it, and keep moving. Just what you said. Brute strength, force of will.
180! 180! 180 shot!
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
10 yards there. Good.
That's a big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles. Forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the mat, I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Inside handoff, Henry. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this. And he is into the end zone. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. It's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Coaches come into a game preaching total team effort. CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he doesn't quite in an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. A big pickup, but a decent 4 down.
He hasn't. Okay. If we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play.
Darnold, a sneak. No signal, but I don't think he got end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd.
Sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Seibert on for the PAT. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Ravens 42, Seahawks 13. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
It's a gain of 2.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
First down. First and 10 at the 30.
On the give, this is their fullback. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Lamar going to give this to Ali. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
3rd down and 6.
I'm trying to get this right.
Again, it's Ali.
It's over.
Play went nowhere. Losing yards. They'll be back at the 36. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We money more Power Rangers. Mine also dangerous. Y'all talk outrageous.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league. And they pretty much have.
That's the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they make
That shit was always. And we gotta be the player, offensive player of the week, man. There's no way him he's not. Oh, uh, oh, damn! I didn't know. Shit, he didn't get it. Oh man, look at the box score. Yeah, turnover. One turnover. Oh, yeah, 300 yards. Why are you sending me all these fucking invites? Yo, what's going on?